Are you there? People? Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, good, good, good. Alright, so, I guess I can't play Elden Ring on stream, question mark? My computer overheated. Alright, let's get the just chatting music. We love Scarlet Nexus here. Still one of my favorite games. I would call it for Game of the Year if I could. Wait, is it echoing? That's weird. I gotta fix that later. Something wrong with it. Yeah, because I shouldn't be doing that. Weird. Whatever. Oh, hold on. Just gonna a cord on your head. Alright. Yeah, so I guess we're back to just chatting. So like recap on part 1 for you guys who probably skipped the first video because you were like fuck watching like 28 minutes. I'll just go watch the second half. There's a lot of drama that happened with MMOs. I'm not really built for heavy drama. I'm not good at like taking large amounts of people jumping on me and shit like that. I know a lot of you are probably like, yo, it's the internet tough up. Look, man, I've been here since the Wild West. I know what I'm capable of dealing with, what I'm capable of, or what I'm incapable of dealing with. I know my limitations. And that's important for people, honestly, to know that, like, you can't take something, you can't deal with something, and to not, like, shove your head into it and just be like, well, I'll just deal with it if it happens. Because, you know, some of y'all go off and, like, lose your mind when shit hits the fan, and it's not okay. Oh my god. Hold on. I had to get my fan to help cool down my computer. Give me a minute. No, my legs are showing. My precious legs. My legs. Okay. You can't see my legs anymore. They're supposed to be a secret. You can't see those. But yeah, I'm not really good at that. I guess like streaming MMOs, unless like I stay out of the social aspect of it, is kind of forbidden for me. I understand my limits now, and like the important thing when you start streaming for the first time, and you might think that some of your favorite streamers have streamed for the very first time and they were just perfect. They weren't. They learned the shit and they like remade their channels and tried again and again and again and again until they succeeded. Now, I'm not saying all of them, but a fair amount of them. Like, the ones that don't have any video history of ever having a bad video. We've all had a bad hit video. Nobody starts off with a perfect video. Everyone has a shitty video. But I digress. I know what I can't deal with. I know what I can't handle, so. I might stream Mabinogi in the future. It depends on if I decide that I will, like, avoid a lot of social aspects in the game. But it's mostly a social game, and seeing how I seem to rope myself into a lot of trouble by being friends with people who are that are overdramatic and often very happy to cause a lot of trouble, it's probably for the best that I just avoid it. Same thing for Final Fantasy XIV. Although I don't like Final Fantasy XIV for the gameplay and the general community, I do love a lot of the content creators, so I continue to watch the stuff. I would love to stream the game, but I don't think I can, in good conscience, stream a game that I don't enjoy playing. And especially, you know, doubly so when it's really hard to be playful with a community that gets overly aggressive over playful jokes. Of course, when I say this stuff, I want you to understand that I don't mean everyone, of course. I don't think that every single person in the entirety of Final Fantasy XIV is a hard ass. Just like I don't think every single person in World of Warcraft is chill. It's, you know, it's person to person. It's just such a common occurrence for me in Final Fantasy XIV, specifically on the NA servers, that I don't feel comfortable talking to people, and I also don't feel comfortable streaming a game that I can't enjoy in the way that I choose to enjoy the game. That's how I feel, of course. But overall, I'd say that this year went pretty good. My main goal was to just go and, you know, be social and try to talk to people and do content more. Doing content more was a lot harder than I expected because I got neighbors that are really fucking toxic, and I also have family that make it really hard for me to consistently stream as well as sleep. And you guys who have been here for more than a year remember me when I used to be sleep deprived earlier in the year, about like 6 months ago, I'll say. Maybe 6.5 months ago, around the time of my birthday. My sleep deprivation started to loosen up around my birthday. So like, yeah, say around there. Anywhere before that, you know, you've seen me be zombie on stream. I don't want to do that anymore. You know, I want to be fully conscious. I can't spell it, so I can't say it. I want to be fully awoke. And my brain just went really bad burr. Oop, I scratched my eye and my face just goes nuts. Are really the family making it tough? My recording closet is under the stairs. After I mention I'm going to record, everyone suddenly needs to take the stairs over and over again. They don't use them at all otherwise. So I don't mention it anymore, and that's not an issue. Yeah, that's kind of what's happened to me. I used to tell them what time I stream because they said, let me know what time you stream and we won't cause problems. And then like, I would hear things in the background that I cannot mention that was intentionally said or did in order to get me in trouble on Twitch. Telling them that I quit streaming has gotten me a good portion of the piece that I need to stream. I can't imagine being under the stairs. I live on one side of the house. Everyone else is on the other side of the house. When they know that I'm streaming, they start slamming doors, they start yelling, they start saying entire names in the background. And sometimes they say gamer words. They don't say it because they're like, you know, racist or have any missios. They just specifically say it because they think, Lamau, it's just a prank, bro, don't worry. It's just your Twitch channel, XD. It's dumb. I don't understand the mentality behind somebody enjoys doing something, so let me fuck it up for them. But I digress. I'm complaining at this point. I appreciate you sharing your experience too, because like, you know, sometimes you feel like you're the only one who's dealing with it. I talk to a lot of streamers and they're just like, I don't know, bro. I just stream when people aren't awake, and it's like someone's always awake, so it's hard for me to like really you know, take that kind of advice. And I feel like a lot of people don't really understand that I don't want to risk my Twitch channel because somebody else is like a Jake Paul fan. You know what I mean? I hope you guys know what I mean, because I really do want to stream more. I really do. Like, I wake up every morning and I'm like, I could stream today. And then I like check who's home. And then I look out the window and I check and see if my neighbors are home. And if either of those checks are there, then I just don't stream. I don't take the risk. I think I've deleted, I've probably deleted like 5 or 6 videos where there was like bannable content heard in the background. Good thing a lot of people don't watch my streams. I would have been fucking blasted. Like, if I had like 200, 300 people, you know, once you reach that point, you have that one person who's like always paying very, very close attention to everything that happens in stream. I would die. I don't know if I could, I don't know if I can honestly take losing my Twitch channel. I know that I don't have like 1 million followers or anything, but like, this channel's important to me. Like, I put a lot of work into this. It may not look like it, but like, you know, as somebody who's not an artist, I went through a lot of trouble to like make this model, rig this model, and I did it all while like sleep deprived, overworked, and still taking care of like family and stuff. So I'm very proud of all this stuff that I've done to get to where I am. And I would never want to lose it. Plus, like, I'd miss you guys, you know? There's nothing like me really, really concentrating for 1 second, and then Ronnie just blasting Flute Fail in my ear for like 20 seconds straight just to make sure I can't concentrate. Nothing like absolute gremlin behavior. Yeah, what was I going on? I went on to like a little tangent. Ah, excuse me about that too. I'm getting old. Hard to remember this stuff. Oh yeah, yearly recap. Yeah, we went pretty good though. Um, Mabinogi was fun to get into. Um, I learned about avoiding. I learned a lot about like how I should limit how much I socialize with people as a streamer when I play games that I want to stream, and I'll be sure not to like make that mistake again. It's not that I shouldn't interact with people, but I should be careful about the type of people that I interact with. I find that I feel that I was a relatively gullible person. Although this year I kind of like my eyes opened a lot to the red flags that I often miss that result in me becoming friends with people who don't have friends for a reason that they absolutely deserve. The games like Need for Speed, though, I still really like playing like Need for Speed and Elden Ring. Elden Ring might be a little bit rough. I'm gonna have to find out graphic settings for Elden Ring. Hopefully not lowest graphic settings, because when it's at its lowest, I can't see very well. But it would be nice to get back into like Elden Ring, Need for Speed, Monster Hunter, those types of games. The general. The type of people who talk to you and they get a lot of information and then they use that to bully and harass you. Specifically the type of people who are like the fakest kind of friends. Yeah. They don't really care about you. And often they're not. Like one of the biggest red flags that I fail to recognize is that when you get in, let's say you get in like an argument with them pretty early on, even if it's not like an argument that you're started or like you're yelling in, if you try to explain your side, they completely disregard your side and force, they force what they believe is right on you. So for example, if I was like, if I was to say your hat looks like a mushroom, and you were to get mad and be like, are you trying to say I look like a dick? And I'm like, no, I just thought that it looked like a mushroom. And mushrooms are funny little foods. Like really a manipulative slash abusive person early on, often or not. And I kind of look back at this and I've seen it. They would just be like, no, you definitely meant that I look like a dick. Like, don't lie. They would try to force a meaning into something that I didn't mean. Like they would completely disregard what I was saying in favor of the idea that they have in their head. They just don't care about what you have to say. They believe everything that they say is right anyway. Oh, don't worry. They've already done a lot of damage. But, time will tell. And hopefully, either they chill out or they'll just get karma. It's not my job to go out of my way to try to deal with them, especially since I got in a lot of trouble by just not dealing with them. Mabinogi's community is going to get pretty big if they keep releasing those Unreal Engine updates too. The dev vlogs. A fair amount of people actually started playing the game. Like they told me that they liked my streams. It got them interested in playing the game again, as well as like they seen the Mabinogi dev vlog. So I imagine that like, you guys are amazing content creators. You probably pull a lot of people in, a lot more people than you know. And Unreal Engine has a lot of people really excited for the game. So expect the community to get bigger. The downside is that you might have to deal with more of these mongoloids, but I guess the good side is that the game will continue to get more updates, and hopefully it doesn't devolve into Final Fantasy XIV where the gameplay is so simplistic that people have nothing better to do than to hate each other. We've already kind of removed a lot of content or a lot of strategy from the game, which is pretty rough for a game like Mabinogi, a game that's known for its difficulty and versatility in combat. Yeah, they're doing a lot of work. It's really good too. They've introduced quality of life changes that would make any old Mabinogi player want to come back. Things like magic powder being able to stack. Well, actually, magic powder, like milk, water, eggs, etc. Like all those have like huge stacks now. I think eggs is only like 20, but they have like a pouch for eggs, which makes sure that eggs don't break. But things that don't have pouches, like crafting items that used to be like 1 stack or 5 stack, almost all of them have like 100 stack now, which is really good. It's such a huge inventory save. I could probably like with a bunch of magic powders that I had on my pet, probably could just like take them all off and throw them on and boom, clear out like a couple of pets full of magic powder. Magic powder, after all, is necessary for fin crafting. Also, with items being stackable, that means that you can craft more items at a time. Because it's no longer like, oh, you just have like one of this item taking up 5 or 6 slots. Really good. Although I wish that they would double check some of their changes, because some of their changes are actually a detriment to the game. Like, I really do like the idea that your equipment slots will never ever get mixed up, but the issue with the equipment slots switching is that the game seems to actually, how do I put this? So like you have slot 1, 2, and then you have extra, right? So if you switch to an extra, like let's say you're on like extra 2 and you switch to extra 1, it'll actually switch to equipment slot 1 and then it'll switch to extra 1. If you're on equipment slot 1, when you switch to extra, it seems to switch to 2 and then switch back to 1 and then switch to extra. It's like really weird. And like how I found this out is because like if I have a set bonus weapon on my second slot or in my first slot, it'll show the prompt for it in the front, like as the foreground text. My bad. So it'll be like, you know, marionette bonus has been applied when I switch from chain to like chain to staff, because I have puppets as my primary. You get what I mean? So like it'll effectively take more time to switch your weapon now and your equipment sets than it did before the patch. And often or not, especially if you're lagging, the game will tell you that you cannot switch your gear at this moment, which will just result in you getting clapped. Honestly, if you have something for emergency, it's almost always best to have it either have it as like your primary gear, or if it's just like a shield and like a single hand weapon that you earned, to have it in your auxiliary slot, which is what I was doing for a while. I had like a shield and a Borealis hammer that I put in my auxiliary slot, so when I was getting my titty touched, I would just switch to that and I'd be safe. Most of the changes are really good though. I think that was an oversight. I don't think that they did that on purpose. I don't fault them for that change. I think that's a total accident. Though, you know, if you want me to start bagging on them for shit that I know is not an accident, the fuck was with that with the tech doing limitations in Korea? Man, if that comes to America, there's gonna be salt. I got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It is a taste I can see. Let me check the heat on my computer. I guess it was just that Elden Ring ran my computer too hot. Yeah, I'll be careful about that with Elden Ring. But yeah, Mabinogi is making huge strides. The game is phenomenal, in my opinion. The Arcanas remove knowledge that you need to have for the game, which I disagree with. But it does unfortunately fix the biggest problem that Mabinogi had, which is that the entire game is built around fighting in a 1v1 setting, but proceeded to like throw shit tons of enemies at you at all times. What else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, we didn't get as many, there wasn't as many clips this year. But I'm not DSP, so I'm not going to sit here and beg you to like take clips or anything. No worries about that. Usually for the yearly recap, I would just watch a whole bunch of clips. But I think we got like 3 or 4. So there isn't really much to watch, and they were all recently. So like I'm not too worried about it. I guess this year we could just chat. If you guys want to talk about something, let me know. I don't mind talking about pretty much anything. The only thing I won't do is I won't take a side politically. Because that's that's for what do you call it? Political YouTubers and stuff. I also just simply what the heck was that? Ow. I also simply just don't know enough about political stuff to have an opinion on it, so I personally like to keep my nose out of it. Oh yeah, what's the other thing? Oh yeah, okay. So I got a new CPU this year, right? For my birthday, I got the Ryzen 7 5800X. So I got that, and I got 13 gigs of I have 32 gigs of RAM. So that means that the only thing left is my graphics card, because I have a 2060. Let's see how things go this year. Maybe I can get a graphics card so I can stream to you guys in higher quality. Then you won't have to sit here and watch me play every game in like the lowest possible setting. Trust me guys, it ain't always the stream quality. Look at my model, it looks perfectly fine. Look at the game, it's a blurry mess. That's what I'm seeing too, and I'm sorry. The 2060 is pretty good. It's not bad. But how do I put it? If you don't activate DLSS, it does not run very well. Like I feel like it requires DLSS and more modern games in order to function. So I found that I would constantly either have like crashes or like severe frame rate issues when I decided I was going to play without the upscaling. I was hoping that getting the 2060 would help alleviate a lot of my issues when it came to streaming and gaming at the same time. I'm a little bit disappointed that it didn't, but at the same time, like, you know, it's still better than my old 1070 what you guys experienced, which was it crashing on me at random all the time, or like having severe frame rate issues in games like Doom 2016. Not sure how many of you were around when I played that game, but the game was really laggy for me, and it was just because my old graphics card was dying, so it wasn't doing so good. Well, we got the CPU this year, and we got some RAM. So like now it's just to save up and maybe get a graphics card. I've been thinking about the somebody mentioned a dual setup to me. They were like, go get like a decent laptop and run like VTube Studio and OBS off of the laptop, hook it up to your computer and then stream from there. That way your computer is only running the video game itself. I'm like, that's a pretty damn good idea. I might do that after I get the graphics card. Because I still struggle to run some games. So even if I did get a laptop for dual PC setup for streaming, I would still struggle to run a lot of games at medium setting just because they require DLSS, and having DLSS on with like high settings looks like medium settings. Often doesn't run very well either. God damn these game developers and their like not optimized games. Hold on, I gotta check my phone. I've been thinking about if I should finish Scarlet Nexus on stream. It's very story heavy, and I had played so many story heavy games at the time that I was super salty about it. I'm the type of person, like, don't get me wrong, I really love story and I love my lore, but when I'm reading way too much, I start getting frustrated. I think like during I think it was the second to last stream of Tales of Arise, I threw a tantrum on stream because I was like, I just want to play the fucking game. Where's my fucking gameplay? And it's like, it was like 4.5 hours of like run here cutscene, run here cutscene, run here cutscene. I was not happy about it. That was good. It was fun now. Yeah, I'm gonna probably I've been thinking about probably running that game on stream, but I'm a bit overpowered in the game because I did New Game Plus. I'm not sure if I want to start over Kaede's, and because like there's an extra mode after you beat the game where you play as both of the characters. So I don't want to like beat it and then start over and then play a different, just to play the other character, and then I beat that and then it's just like, well, now on like one of those saves I have to beat the game again to get the final game mode. You know what I mean? And so oh, I'll debate on it. I do think that I might play, I might go play some old games like Sleeping Dog again, because I was sleep deprived when I had originally played the game, ironically. And I got a bunch of other games on Steam that we haven't even played yet, a bunch that I had lined up. I've been looking to, well, I looked into like my old notes and stuff. There's a bunch of stuff there that I forgot about. Like, I wanted to review small indie games that I had gotten, you know, just play them and take notes and talk about them after I was done. But like I had forgotten. Sleep deprivation does a lot to your brains, guys. Try to get some sleep. Don't be like me. I got memory loss because of it. You don't want to be like that. But it'll be fun to like try at some point. Like I'd love to sit down and play some of the indie games I got. Maybe get a little bit pissy about them like I did Icy. Icy definitely did its job at annoying me. I keep getting pings on my phone. Wait, I'm in voice chat? Oh. Huh. I was apparently in voice chat on my phone. I must have sat on my phone and didn't realize it. Whoops. So I guess like next year's kind of uncertain. You know, last year we had a goal. Next year I'm not too sure. I might I might try some risky stuff, you know? Maybe try some Blender on stream. You guys could yell at me about my inability to make donuts and stuff like that. Mix it in with some indie games. What do you think? Sounds fun? Try to do something more creative, more productive. I've been setting alarms recently to make sure that I get up and do the things that I want to do. That way, like, even though I'll consistently forget stuff, the alarms will help me remember. It'd be nice if we can do something on stream together. There's not a lot of games that we can really play, and I'm pretty sure that you guys have played like a million hours of Jackbox, or I think it's called. Got a couple of other things too I had forgotten about. I got like stream avatars. We might be able to like at some point work on some stream avatars or something. We'll see how things go. This year, I don't know what the plan is. I won't make any promises to you guys because it seems like my life is far too chaotic for me to consistently make promises or fulfill them. But, you know, ultimately my goal is to make sure you guys have either fun or a chill time. Either the two is fine by me. So if you have fun, you know, I hope you keep having fun. If you're chill, you know, and you either working on stuff or you're falling asleep, you know, sweet dreams. Best wishes on your work. I don't have too much else to say for right now. It's maintenance day. Usually I would play a game all the way through. But I don't know if that's a good idea since my computer had just shut off on me. Do I have any games that I know that my computer won't die from me playing? That's not a yawn of boredom. That is a yawn of sleepy boy. Nothing I got installed right now. Maybe Xenoverse 2 sometimes? Or Warframe? We gotta test some games. We gotta test some games and see what kind of games I can play on stream. Oh, that's alright though. We'll find out, we'll find out when the year comes. So I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. I hope you enjoyed the streams. I would say just stream, but you know, there was 2 of them. Make sure you take care of yourself. And you know, if you can't handle a bunch of like drama and heat, it's perfectly okay to, you know, not force yourself to deal with it. You don't have to listen to other people when they tell you. I mean, if it's just only a little bit of problems and you're running away, yeah, you should probably face that. But like if you're getting dogpiled by like hundreds of people and you feel like shit, yeah, you're perfectly justified in not feeling good about it. Especially if you know, if you didn't do anything. But you know, try to be cautious of what you do, or conscious of what you do. And you know, if you can't handle stuff, ask people for help. Try to spend time with people that care about you as much as you care about them. Don't be fooled by people who pretend they pretend to care about you, or they're only around you when they need something. You know, that's usually a pretty sure sign that they're not really your friend. It's important, especially coming into the new year, to feel really nice, because for whatever reason, for living beings, the year ending means fresh start. So I hope you guys have a great year start. I hope you enjoy your New Year's. Take care. Have fun. I'll see you guys around. Bye.